first concept is basis function. Any function can be represented as a linear combination of basis function. That is the definition. Any function can be represented as a linear combination of basis function. Now what is the meaning? So if basis function is available, I will make some linear combinations and I can make any continuous time function x of t. So this is the concept of basis function. So any function is made up of basis function. That is the point, that any function is made up of basis function. Now next concept is orthogonality. Next concept is orthogonality. So orthogonal meaning is that, orthogonal means the inner product of two function, the inner product of two function in some time interval, in some time interval is 0. So the inner product is 0. Now let us say I have two functions x1t and x2t. Now their inner product is 0. Now what do you mean by inner product? So inner product is nothing but this integration value. Inner product is nothing but this integration over one period x1t into x2 star t, that means conjugate x2t dt. So this is the inner product of two functions, and if this inner product is 0, that means this integration value is 0, then we say that the function x1t and x2t are orthogonal. Now you know that your Fourier series is nothing but a naught plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity an cos n omega 0 t plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity bn sin n omega 0 t. Now here, as you can see that when I expand this summation, so it becomes cos omega 0 t plus 2 cos 2 omega 0 t plus cos 3 omega 0 t, like that this type of terms will come. So I will have the frequencies like omega 0, 2 omega 0, 3 omega 0. These terms like cos omega 0 t, cos 2 omega 0 t, cos 3 omega 0 t, like this type of terms will come once we expand this summation. Here a1, a2, a3. Now, so these are the integer multiples. These frequencies are the integer multiple of fundamental component. Omega naught is the fundamental component, and all these frequencies are the integer multiple. So it has been observed that the fundamental component and integer multiple, or you can say components, are orthogonal. So what it has done, it has given us the result that this integration value cos omega 0 t into cos 2 omega 0 t, this value is 0. Or you can take cos omega 0 t, cos 3 omega 0 t, or you can take cos 2 omega 0 t, cos 4 omega 0 t, like that. The integer multiples are orthogonal, and so that these integration values are 0 because they are orthogonal. And this fact is used in the derivation of your an formula. So orthogonality has simplified our mathematics. Orthogonality concept has simplified our mathematics, and it has helped us in deriving this an formula. So that is the concept of orthogonality. Once again I will repeat, if inner product is 0, then we call it as we call the two functions are orthogonal. That means this integration value is 0. Then it has been observed that the cos omega 0 t, cos 2 omega 0 t, integer multiples of fundamental frequencies are orthogonal, and this helps us in the mathematics for the derivation of this an formula, bn formula. That is the point of orthogonality. Of Fourier series or Fourier transform, right? So we will see that point application, but before that understand one point. So point number 1, which is very very important, you know that you have one system, to that system you apply the input, we get the output. So this is, let us say this is an LTI system, linear time invariant system. This is one LTI system. Now if the input to the system is sinusoid, then output generated by the system is also sinusoid. If I apply sinusoid input to an LTI system, the output is also sinusoid in nature. Suppose my input is a cos omega 0 t plus phi, then output generated is also sinusoid in nature, cos omega 0 t, but here at the output the amplitude will be different. It is not the same input amplitude, it is different amplitude, and phase angle will also be some different angle. So output amplitude will be different and phase angle of output will be different, but the nature of input and output will be same. Input is sinusoid, output is also sinusoid. Then one more point, input has frequency omega naught, output has also frequency omega naught. That means input and output frequency will be same. Input is sinusoid, output is also sinusoid. Input frequency omega naught, output frequency is also omega naught. Only change will be in the output is that the output amplitude will be different and angle of output will be different. Phase shift of output will be different. So this is in point number 1. Now point number 2 is that suppose I apply input as some linear combinations of different inputs. Input to the system is some linear combinations of input like x1t plus x2t plus x3t. Then output generated will also be the linear combination due to each individual input. That means we will get the output as y1t plus y2t plus y3t, because our system is LTI system, linear time invariant system, where y1 is the output generated due to input x1t, y2t is the output generated due to input x2t, y3t is the output generated due to input x3t. Okay, so in Fourier series what we are doing, we have one periodic signal x of t, so we are representing the signal as DC value plus some cosine terms plus some sine terms. This is how we are representing any periodic signal x of t. Now, so to my system, suppose input is x of t, so what I will do, I will find out its Fourier series. That means I will find out in this format a0 plus an cos n omega 0 t and bn sin n omega 0 t. In this format I will represent my input in this format, and this I will apply to the system. This thing I will apply to the system. Okay, so that what I will know the, because here I will know the input frequencies. I am knowing the input frequencies, so I can know the output frequencies also. What frequencies will be coming in the output, that information I can get by representing our x of t in terms of ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फोरियर सीरीज कि आउटपुट में कौन सी फ्रीक्वेंसीज आने वाली है, ये चीज हम पता कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, सो अगेन माय इनपुट इज व्हाट, साइनोसाइड. ये चीज क्या है, साइनोसाइड है, कॉस साइन. और ये ए नॉट भी आपका एक साइनोसाइड है. मैं बताता आपको कि ए नॉट क्यों साइनोसाइड है. ए नॉट इज ऑल्सो ट्रीटेड एज अ साइनोसाइड. सो once we are representing our signal x of t as by the trigonometric Fourier series, we come to know the frequency components in our signal x of t, and same frequencies components will be present in the output. So हमको output के frequency components पता चल जाएगी. So that is the application of Fourier series. This will help us an algorithm that can determine the, it will develop an algorithm that can determine the output frequencies. Fourier series helps us to develop an algorithm to determine the output frequencies. ठीक है, तो आउटपुट के आपको फ्रीक्वेंसीज पता चल जाएगी कि आउटपुट में कौन सी फ्रीक्वेंसीज आने वाली है. बिकॉज व्हेन इनपुट इज साइनोसाइड, आउटपुट क्या रहता, आउटपुट इज ऑल्सो साइनोसाइड. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है, इनपुट साइनोसाइड, आउटपुट भी क्या रहेगा, साइनोसाइड. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. ओके, देन मैं आपको बोल रहा था कि ए नॉट भी क्या है, हमारा साइनोसाइड है. नाउ सी दैट ए नॉट कैन बी रिटन एज ए नॉट कॉस 0 omega naught t. We know that cos 0 is nothing but 1. So I can represent a naught also as 1 sinusoid. So I will know that when input to the system is sinusoid, output is also sinusoid. I know that input frequency is same as the output frequency. So I come to know the output frequency. So by this method, with the help of Fourier series, I can develop an algorithm that can determine the output frequencies. Now Fourier has thousands of applications. So such applications includes like speech processing, image processing, then biomedical engineering, then your communication systems. Then with the help of Fourier, we can determine the vibrations in the system, vibrations in the machines. That also can be determined with the help of Fourier. So let us take some example of biomedical engineering. You might have seen the ECG graph. So that is nothing but the Fourier spectrum. That is nothing but the frequency spectrum. Then in communication system, you know that you have message signal. So message signal, if I take the Fourier transform, I can get the amplitude spectrum of message signal. So this is the spectrum of message signal. For example, consider this is the spectrum of message signal. Frequencies is 0, omega m, minus omega m. This is my message signal. Then we are doing the modulation, and after modulation again we can have the spectrum. Suppose I get this type of spectrum, minus this is center frequency, carrier frequency omega c, this is omega c plus omega m, omega c minus omega m. So this is the spectrum. On this side minus omega c and like that, minus of omega c plus omega m minus ब्रैकेट ओमेगा सी माइनस ओमेगा एम. ओके हाँ, तो ये आ गया आपका एक स्पेक्ट्रम. अभी इसमें कैरियर प्रेजेंट नहीं है, कैरियर इज नॉट प्रेजेंट, सो इट बिकम्स डबल साइड बैंड suppressed carrier. And if carrier is present in the spectrum, it becomes double sideband full carrier. If only one of these sideband is present, upper sideband or lower sideband, so here upper sideband is present because here it is the upper sideband, this thing is the upper sideband and this thing is the lower sideband. So if only one of the sideband is present, then this system becomes SSB single sideband, right? तो ये जो नाम भी इनके पड़े DSB FC, DSB SC, SSB, it is because of the Fourier only, because of the Fourier spectrum only. We have taken the Fourier transform and we found we get two spectrums, upper sideband and lower sideband, then it becomes double sideband. If we get only upper sideband or lower sideband, then it becomes single sideband. So these are the because of only Fourier transforms only. This thing is possible because of only Fourier. Then one more application of Fourier is like you might have seen this. This is nothing but the gearbox. This is the image of gearbox. So gears are connected to each other. They are always rotating. In an industry, they are working 24/7. Gearboxes are running 24/7. And it is an important part of any industry. So what we are doing in industry, they take the Fourier transforms. These gearboxes are connected to the computers, and through computers by simulation we observe the spectrums. We observe the spectrum of the gearbox, and by observing the spectrum we come to know the life of gearbox. We come to know that whether any gearbox is working or not, whether it is giving proper spectrum or not. If it is giving proper spectrum, that means it is working properly, it has a good life. If spectrum is fluctuating, that means the life of gearbox is reduced. So such information also we can get with the help of only Fourier. So these are some applications of Fourier series and Fourier transform. Thank you.